Here's the part nobody ever tells you about leadership. It's not the big moments that define you. It's the little ones. The way that you walk into the shop after a bad morning, or the way that you talk to an advisor after a mistake, or even the way that you follow up when nobody's watching. Elite operators win because they've mastered the mundane. They've built a set of daily habits, an internal structure that protects their people and sharpens their edge. And the real pros, they understand this truth that bad is stronger than good. One careless moment can undo months of goodwill. A thoughtless tone deaf comment can crush trust that you've spent years trying to build. And that's why elite operators obsess over how they do things and not just what they do. I'm Chris Hunsaker, and this is the Dealership War Room. Leadership Fire, 7 minutes, built daily, fueled intentionally, and delivered relentlessly. And speaking of the how you do things, keep your eyes open. Soon, the pre-registration for the Velocity Mastermind opens. It's where dealership leaders like you can go from knowing the tools to living the tools. It starts this November, and the form drops soon. Today, we finished the 12 beliefs of a good boss by Dr. Robert Sutton. And we're going to look at the discipline, consistency, and self-awareness that it takes to wield power without losing your soul. Number 10, bad is stronger than good. And it's more important to eliminate the negative than it is to accentuate the positive. Now, this almost seems counterintuitive, especially if you're a sales manager or a general sales manager where there's focus on being upbeat and positive. But this applies to every area of your business. It's more important to get the wrong people off the bus than the right people on the bus. It's more important to eliminate the negative, distractive, cancerous, toxic things than it is to accentuate and focus on the positive. Not that you don't do one or the other. You need to do both, but order and sequence matters. This one hits hard because we love talking about recognition and motivation. I do too. It's one of my favorite things. But here's the truth. One negative act cancels 5 positive ones. That means that your job as an elite leader isn't just to celebrate the wins, which are critical, but it is being relentless about hunting down those behaviors that poison your culture, the disrespect, the broken promises, the gossip. Think of it like a shop. A clean shop runs better than a dirty one, and your culture is no different. A clean culture runs faster than a dirty one. Belief number 11, how I do things is every bit as important as what I do. Leadership isn't just about results. It's about reputation. You can win the month and lose your people, and you can make money and destroy morale. Every one of you have been in an organization like this, or you've worked for a leader like that, and there are consequences and costs to that approach. Your team watches how you move. Every word, every look, every tone. It teaches them what leadership feels like, both at home and at work. This is why elite operators always choose process over impulse, because they slow down when the temperature and emotions start to rise. They're always going to choose composure over chaos because they know that execution with integrity is the only kind that ever lasts. Belief 12, because I wield power, I am always at risk of acting like an insensitive jerk and never realizing it. And again, this is another one of those truths that apply every much to leading a family as it does to leading a business. This one stings because it's true. Power blinds. And the higher up you go, the less people tell you the truth. You think you're being clear. They think you're being cruel. You think you're coaching hard, and they think they're just surviving another blow up. Elite leaders fight that blindness by inviting feedback and always watching their wake. They don't just measure or talk about results, but they also ask, hey, how did they make you feel in that conversation? Because they understand that your wake is your legacy. And that's not saying that you're going to spare people hard conversations, you're going to spare them the pain. Sometimes people need to be in pain and feel the pain. But if you're going to put them in that pain, then you better be in there with them. You don't do it to them, you do it with them. And you're constantly monitoring and checking, how did this conversation make them feel? What is the wake, and is that what I intended? Am I managing by process or by impulse? Put these together and you get the discipline of execution. Remove the bad. You always start there. Doing the right things in the right way and at the right time. And being humble enough to see yourself clearly. That is what separates managers from masters. And if you're ready to turn insight into action, then text the number on the screen and download today's free Leadership Fire Guide. It's your daily log to turn and build consistency one decision at a time. Here's your execution bridge for the day. It's called your bad to good reset ratio. Remember, ratios matter and reset is how we learn. At the end of the day, I want you to grab a notebook or a journal and jot down these 3 things. Number 1, a negative you removed, gossip you shut down, a process that you fixed, a trigger that you eliminated. 2, jot down 3 positives that you created, something where you caught someone doing something right, a recognition that you did, a simple thank you that you offered. And 3rd, just 1 reflection. And think through your day, think through the interactions that you had, and ask yourself today, did I lead from ego or did I lead from example? And just jot that down. Do that every day for a week, keep track of it, measure it, follow through, actually execute, turn insight into action, and you will feel a difference in your store. It will feel lighter, it will feel brighter, the energy will be up because you will be modeling and executing with integrity, with consistency, and with self-awareness. These final 3 beliefs are the test of self-mastery. Do you really have it or not? And it really comes down to consistency, discipline, and humility, because the way you walk matters way more than the words that you say. And we all know this, but now it's time to apply it, not to our salespeople, not to our children, but to ourselves. Am I an elite leader? Do I demonstrate self-mastery? Tomorrow, we bring it all together, all 12 beliefs, and we build your compass so that you know every single day, am I walking like an elite leader? Until then, eliminate 1 negative, double your positives, and go out today, create some leadership fire. And I'll see you tomorrow in the Dealership War Room.